We have heard the public loud and clear. People can't afford another rates increase. Some people are still recovering from the 17.5% from last year. Many are planning on leaving Porirua if they haven't already, not because they want to, but because they cannot afford to live here. Brad Olson's data backs this up. Spending is down, prices are up, so is fuel, so is everything else. People are sacrificing, they are struggling, and they are tightening their belts. So should we. We found savings this year, but it's not enough. We were elected to serve the people, not squeeze them or treat them like council's cash cow. We can do better and we should. The savings currently on the table are minimum, and they come from cutting things that actually bring value to our community. We're making small savings that have a big negative impact on both our people and our local economy. We can find savings without directly impacting the community, and that's what this amendment is about. Now, I haven't come empty-handed. I have a few savings suggestions to offer, which are relevant to a cost of living crisis. The first one, water transition costs. Shift the $2 million in OPEX to CAPEX. Officers have indicated this approach multiple times in this around the table. That then drops the rate from the increase from 2% to just 0.2%. There's 1.8 savings. Apply the internal savings first. So that's number 2. So over 500K has already been found. Use that before you go out asking the public for more. Those two would probably come into the 2.3%, but I have other examples as well. Number 3 is the RMA reform placeholder. So this is $1 million in the budget, but there's no detail, scope or breakdown. I don't think we should rate on vagueness. Number 4, we have drawn $42 million from the depreciation reserve, but only $34 million is tagged to the renewals. So there is an $8 million surplus gap. Where is it going, and can some of that be used to help with savings? Pipe renewals. The $19 million that is tagged for water renewals is based on outdated, inflated pricing from Wellington Water. We now know that these prices are some of the highest in the country. However, procurement, we're told, is changing. Prices should drop. So why would we rate on outdated, inflated prices? These aren't radical ideas. They're basic checks. Let's be real as well. The budget isn't balanced, and that's already been acknowledged. We've accepted that because we know that things will improve with the water entity over time. It's not a deal, but it's the approach we've chosen. In closing, this is a cost of living crisis. This is our responsibility. We can't get blood from a stone, and our residents are tapped out. I know of you, some of you will say this is irresponsible, but it's irresponsible not to ask for more savings. Some of you will say it's tinkering around the edges, but if you're a pensioner choosing between food and rates, it's not small. If you're a young family watching your mortgage roll over, it's not minor, it's everything. Everyone here holds real decision-making power. Let's use it to do the right thing. We need to be able to look the community in the eye and say we did everything we could, because right now we haven't. You can shame me all you like, but I put this forward with the intention to actually try to do something, to say that I've done as much as I can. Go ahead, shame me all you like. That's fine. I'll take it. I'm not here to be your friends. I was elected to speak for the people of Porirua. So I'll start with that, and I'll talk to some of the things you've said. Well, first of all, I disagree with what you were saying, Jeff, around the landfill, but I could talk about that with you offline. It's too late in the process. Look, I think that a short delay is needed. It's better than locking in hardship. This is an admin issue, not a policy one. I don't think it's politics. I think it's been responsible. Water transition. Now, that was said twice in this meeting not this meeting, but in this chambers that I can recall. Once during the water entity workshop, which was a couple of weeks ago, and I believe Jim said that we were looking at putting it through CAPEX. Now, my understanding is these are costs that go towards setting up an organisation. They will not be costs that the people can use straight away. And so that's why they fell within the CapEx. There's also point 8, which talks about the 0.562 million. I think still needs to go forward. It was recommended that council don't reduce the rates for that, but we've asked for 0.8 in our cuts that directly impact the community. So I think internal savings should be put forward. I do disagree about the debt, the transition costs. In terms of it being late in the game, I say it's hardship that the people are facing and we should be able to pivot. It's not like this is the first time I've asked for savings that do not directly impact residents. I've asked that a few times. Seem to just get blocked. So this is why I brought it forward in a public meeting. Look, I'll leave it there.
You're going to leave it there?
Yeah.
Look, thank you, Councillor. Thank you, councillors. There are no further speakers. I am now put the amendment, and so the amendment before us was that we direct the Chief Executive to identify further savings that don't directly impact the community, with the aim of reducing the proposed rates increase by at least 2.3% or more if possible. All right. Those in favour of the motion, please raise your hands. Counts. Yeah. Those against the motion.
Mayor Baker, Councillor Weehappy, Councillor Hayward, Councillor Waddle, Councillor Duncan, Councillor Berlin,
Councillor Leggett. I declare the motion does not pass. Right? Is not carried.